Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. What I have here is a Husky Pressure Washer with a Honda GCV 190 engine on it. This has a production date of February of 2009. So a little bit older unit. So what I'm going to do is show you how to remove the pump on this Husky Pressure Washer. I got it from a small engine repair company going out of business, and the service tag on it said pump locked up. So I'll show you how to remove the pump if you want to replace yours if you're having the same issue. What this thing was doing was I went to start it with the recoil, and the recoil wouldn't budge, so the pump was completely frozen. So it was diagnosed by a small engine repair company. I'm going on his service tag explanation. So let me put this on its side. You want to put it on the side with the air cleaner facing up and the gas tanks facing up. It'd be better not to have any fuel in it or very little fuel. If you have a full tank, I would recommend turning it to the side like this and pouring some fuel into, say, a milk jug cut in half, just so it doesn't pour out of the filler here when you turn it on the side. So let me get it on its side and then I'll show you the underside. So like I said, I have the pump already removed. I'll show you how to do that. It's gonna look like something like this when it's on the shaft. Anyway, there's 3 nuts and bolts holding the pump to the engine and the Husky base here. You want to use a 12 millimeter under the unit here, a 12 millimeter socket, and ratchet. And this is a 13 millimeter nut. You want an open-end wrench on the other side, so you're going to have to be ambidextrous. Use the open end on the top side and then the socket on the bottom. Once you remove the 3 bolts, the engine's going to flop over to the side and you'll be able to pull the pump off. I recommend before you remove the bolts, maybe a couple hours ahead of time, squirt some moose piss here on the shaft. This can get rusty and it might make it difficult to get the pump off. So moose piss this when it's on the ground on the 2 wheels. Let that seep down onto the shaft. So there's a keyway here. When you go to reinstall the unit, make sure the keyway here lines up with the notch in the shaft right here. Now for the replacement pump, there's a sticker on the pump with a series of numbers. You want the part number here 308653008. It's the second set of numbers from the top here. I'll put that in the description below. But if you type that 308653008 into your search engine, you'll get a few hits from Amazon or eBay. This is about $70 is the cheapest I've seen it. 70 to 100 for the replacement pump. So the original pump takes oil. There's an oil filler hole here. It's kind of blocked. So if you were to service this, you would take this plug out with the Allen head, and this takes a 75 W90 weight oil, which is a thick rear end oil used in the automotive industry for gears, rear end differentials of vehicles. So the same weight oil is used for this pump, 75 W90. If you wanted to service this and add oil to the pump, probably the homeowner never checked the oil level here and it got low and froze up. This is a serviceable pump. You can add oil to it. And what you do is fill the hole until it starts weeping out of the bottom of the hole, then you put the plug back in. Kind of a poor design why they blocked the filler hole here. It should have been on an open side of the pump. Kind of crazy they did it like that. Terrible engineering. I've never seen anything like that. You'd have to take this whole assembly off here to access the filler port. Anywho, that's how you do it if you wanted to change out the pressure pump. So as always, I appreciate you kids and cadets coming out, checking out my channel. Just a little quick how-to if you want to change your pressure pump. And it doesn't have to be a Husky unit. They're all basically the same. You're going to have 3 hold-down bolts. I've seen 4 on some of the units. Just remove the 4 bolts and the pump assembly should pull right off. Like I said, you might want to lube up the shaft a little bit with some moose piss prior to make your job go a little easier. This one slid off with no problem. I didn't have to moose piss it at all. So there you have it. Have a great day. Come back and see me.